All right, we're live. What is up, everybody? Clayton Safey here from thewolverine.com. I'm outside of Oak Park High School. Just watched West Bloomfield against Oak Park. West Bloomfield featuring, of course, Donovan Edwards, Rivals 100 running back in 2021, 2022 running back and defensive back. Dillon Tatum, both huge Michigan targets. Michael Williams is a 2022 athlete as well for West Bloomfield. And then 2023 offensive lineman center Amir Harig. Um, he actually played left tackle today for West Bloomfield. And then, of course, Oak Park, the home team, Rayshon Benny was he's the feature there. He did not play, though. He was hurt. So Oak Park had a tough time. They lost. I don't even remember the exact final score now, but 40 something to nothing. West Bloomfield dominant. Donovan Edwards had 3 touchdowns all out of the Wildcat. And if you're wondering why I'm sitting in my car right now, it is because they shut the lights off on us there after the game. We were talking to Donovan Edwards, shut the lights off. So here we are in the car doing this live stream. But we are going to break down Donovan Edwards here. He was the star of the show. He was dominant with those 3 touchdowns, like I mentioned, all out of the Wildcat. He ran the ball out of the backfield as well quite a bit, but really did shine when he was in the Wildcat. And I think that's a lot of the, I would say about half his carries, though, were out of the Wildcat because they were really giving the ball to their quarterback on some keepers a lot. So this gave him the opportunity to get some of those keepers. He also lined up at wide receiver, at slot receiver as well. Did a good job blocking and was really engaged there. He also almost had a touchdown reception on a fade route. He did draw a pass interference penalty, though, on that play. So Donovan Edwards can kind of do it all, and I think a lot of us knew that. And this is my first time actually seeing him live in action. So I watched his film, obviously, quite a bit, like most of you guys, I'm sure. And he's impressive. Well, he's even more impressive live. I mean, this kid is a tremendous athlete. He was also the punt returner, and it's kind of scary for Oak Park to punt to him. They did actually fumble a snap out of the back of the end zone, and I think a lot of that honestly had to do with, one, the snapper was not very good, but two, just the pressure of the fact that Donovan Edwards was back there. The guy that did was next to Donovan Edwards back there, returning punts. Also, Dillon Tatum, like I mentioned, Rivals 250 player, running back, defensive back. Michigan's recruiting him at both, so he's actually talking regularly to the Michigan staff. Mike Zordich on the defensive side of the ball, and then, of course, the running back coach, Jay Harbaugh, on the offensive side of the ball. And Dillon was really impressive to me as well. Actually, first time live seeing him as well, and I was just impressed by how athletic he is. And again, this was a blowout game, so we didn't see a whole lot of Dillon Tatum and Donovan Edwards in the second half. They only played the first possession in that second half. But I will say this: I really wish Oak Park could have got some sort of running game going, because I was excited to see what Dillon Tatum was going to do if he had to come up and make a hit. He did make one hit, and we'll have that in our highlights here when we post these as soon as possible here, probably Saturday morning. But we'll put together some highlights for Donovan Edwards, put together some highlights for Dillon Tatum as well. I wish he came up and made more hits. He didn't have the opportunity to, though. So it's not a knock on him at all. It's more of a knock on Oak Park, especially without Rayshon Benny, Rivals 100 defensive tackle, offensive tackle, who did not play because of an injury. So I was really impressed with Dillon Tatum. Blanket coverage there. I think it's also worth mentioning that 3-star corner in 2021, Maxwell Hairston, was also out there. He is a Kentucky commit. He is on Michigan's radar, though, and as we all know, Michigan light on corners in 2021 with just Jaden McBurrows down in Florida out of St. Thomas Aquinas as the only pledge. So keep an eye on him. He's somebody that's on Michigan's radar that they're keeping an eye on. He had an interception tonight. I tweeted out that video, so you can check that out at my Twitter. But he was impressive. Yeah, he played most of the game. To be honest, he played longer than the other two. And then the last thing would be on Amir Harig, the 2023 offensive lineman. He was impressive playing left tackle. Is more of a natural center. I think he's going to play center guard, listed as a center on Rivals, but at the next level, certainly an interior offensive lineman. And he was impressive. He was blocking to the whistle, has that mean streak. And it's funny because EJ and EJ Holland, our recruiting insider, and I were at West Bloomfield about a month and a half ago now, and we talked to Amir Harig, and he was one of the nicest kids I've ever met. I was letting EJ do his thing. He was out there and interviewing all these kids, but Amir came up to me personally, was like, thanked me for being there and coming out to see him with EJ. So one of the nicest kids I've ever met, but also has a mean streak on the football field, and I think that's what you want. If you're Michigan or any team looking at Amir Harig, he was impressive. Michael Williams is a 2022 athlete for West Bloomfield that did not play. He had an injury. It looked like he was limping a little bit on the sidelines there, but did not play. So Donovan Edwards, Dillon Tatum, Michael Williams, like I just mentioned, Amir Harig, all on West Bloomfield, and then Rayshawn Benny, who did not play for Oak Park. But overall, a good night here. No fans. There was quite a bit of media there, though. Some people are on there saying it's the most media they've seen at a high school game to see a player like Donovan Edwards. We got to talk to him after. So look for our interview with Donovan Edwards here on this YouTube channel here at the Wolverine. Also, head over to thewolverine.com. If you're not a subscriber, you can subscribe right now for $12 for an entire year, $1 a month, using promo code UM1241, UM12FOR1. But we'll see you guys next time here. We're outside Oak Park High School here after West Bloomfield blew out Oak Park tonight.